have winning that division is the team that I have going to the Super Bowl this year. Yeah, the Minnesota Vikings. I know, sounds crazy as hell. And it's early. I haven't been drinking or anything. But listen, that team has been on the precipice of making a Super Bowl the last handful of years. Oh, they won all these one-score games a year ago. They won't need to this year. I don't think they're going to need to. Getting Danielle Hunter signed on to a contract, I think, is so big for that defense. They've made some adjustments. You're going to get Lewisine back. You're finding yourself in a position where you know offensively what your identity is in year two. I feel like Jefferson's going to have a huge year. I love the addition of Addison there at the other wide receiver spot. Osborne had a big breakout year a year ago. You got a three-headed monster there that's, I think, better even with the departure of Adam Thielen. Now you lose Cook, but you feel like Alexander Mattison is your guy. There wouldn't be the need to move on from Cook if you didn't feel like you had everything you had with Cook. With Mattison, he can catch the ball out of the backfield. Again, health is going to be a big thing here. But in Kirk Cousins, I trust. I know that sounds crazy to some people, but okay. I think Kirk Cousins is better than Jared Goff. I think Kirk Cousins is better than Bryce Young. I think Kirk Cousins is better than Matthew Stafford. I think Kirk Cousins is better than Dak Prescott. I think Kirk Cousins is better than Brock Purdy or Trey Lance or Sam Darnold. And I would put him on the same parallel as Jalen Hurts. So you tell me, if you got a quarterback that's arguably the best in the NFC, and I know you're not looking at it going, well, you got Burrow and you got Lamar and you got, all these dudes in the AFC like Mahomes. Listen, those guys, the AFC's loaded with quarterbacks right now. The NFC, not so much top heavy, but I do believe Kirk Cousins is a guy you can trust. I'm sorry he made a bad play at the end of that game against the Giants, but the rest of that game, he was the best player on the field in that loss to New York in the playoffs. And Kirk Cousins, I trust. I got Minnesota and Baltimore playing for a Super Bowl, and I just feel like this is the year Minnesota, and it may be the last hurrah, because this thing could look totally different, but I think they're in enough where they have a division that's winnable for sure. No Aaron Rodgers to have to worry about, neck and neck with Detroit. But I love Minnesota. The home field advantage up there at US Bank Stadium is big. They got to win games in prime time, and they got to beat good teams when it counts. But I think that this is the year that they can do it. I know. Check my word come January. So Dallas, Philadelphia, San Fran, LA Rams, Carolina Panthers, Detroit Lions, Minnesota Vikings. On the NFC side, Minnesota the Super Bowl. They get Chargers, Cincinnati, Tennessee, Baltimore, Miami, Buffalo, Kansas City. Give me Baltimore and Minnesota in my Super Bowl.